One of the last things you can do for this class is to save yourself a copy of all the stuff that you did in OneNote. The first thing you're going to have to do is have a personal Microsoft account. So the link that I sent you will kind of walk you through this if you do not have one already. If you have one, it's probably an Xbox Live account or even just a personal one that you have from something else. So go ahead and go to Microsoft.com on a browser that's not logged in with your Rebuff one. So you can go to a new browser window or go to a private browsing window and just sign in and see if you have one. If you don't, you can go here and create one. And this is probably going to be the longest step of the whole thing. It's just to create an account. And I would give it an @outlook.com email and maybe make the name of it something that you would use for a long time. So give it a name that's kind of relative to your name or something. I would not put your graduating year or any indicators of your birth in the name. That will help you out later in life where you may not want people to know your age. That's just a later adult thing. It's kind of best to keep things away from your graduating year or your birthday or something. Those are also things that go into passwords sometimes, so people who know that can guess your passwords. So in any case, then it says you're going to sign into OneNote with both your school and your personal accounts. So we're back to everybody here. So I'm going to open OneNote and show you that I'm actually already signed in with both of them on my end. So this is on a PC, and for the PC version, if I go down to more notebooks, this shows I have kind of both personal and school ones on here. And if I add accounts down there, this is where I can actually add and sign in with more accounts than I am already. On an iPhone, you can do this by clicking on the profile indicator, and on the Mac, it's very similar. So you should be able to find a spot where you can add a new account to OneNote. All that means is that you're now signed into OneNote with both your school and your personal account, and you can open up ones from both of them. So then back to the instructions, it says create a new notebook using your personal account. Make a note of this name of the new notebook. This new notebook is where you'll save a personal copy of the notes that are currently in your school account. And so it gives you further instructions on how to create a new OneNote notebook using a specific account. That's here. And I want to go back that it actually gives you instructions on signing into OneNote with more than one account, probably based on where you are and here it is. So just be mindful of that. Actually, it says click settings and more and go to settings. So back to OneNote, settings, accounts. Okay, this is a better spot to do the accounts thing. Pulls up your actual accounts and which ones you're signed in. So I'm actually signed in with 3 accounts right now, including my former Georgetown one. So back to the instructions. You've created a personal account. You're signed in with more than one account, and then we go to creating a new notebook using a specific account. So this is on the PC version, but this idea within the Windows version is you go down to more notebooks, and you add a new notebook. Oh no, sorry, we go down to go back up here, and I go to add notebook. And this add notebook I saw was on the iOS version and on the Mac version as well. So I'm going to add a notebook. It's going to ask me for the notebook name, and I can call it Algebra 2 Backup. And then I'm going to put that in my personal Microsoft account. That's my Payne-Elliott at outlook.com. So we do that. Then I'm going to hit create notebook. And I'll let you do that because I don't need to create that. So that's the real first step of this whole thing. Just to review, you're going to make sure you have a personal Microsoft account. You're going to sign into OneNote with the personal account, and then you're going to create a new notebook that's actually on the personal account. That's the hardest part of this whole thing, because the next step, we're going to skip this step here and go down to copy class materials from a OneNote class notebook. That's where you are with me. And it says, we've already done this. These first 2 steps, you can actually skip those and just make sure that on the web version, or on the web, you go to OneNote.com. If you go to OneNote.com and it asks you to sign in with your Rebuff account, I'm already signed in with mine, but you need to sign in with your Rebuff account. So that whole thing is OneNote.com. That's going to do the whole bit. And then you can skip over to step 3. From the notebook list screen, select the heading titled Class Notebooks. So I'm going to select Class Notebooks. You will see a heading of it, and then right-click on the one you want to copy. So I'm going to right-click on either one or both of these. Probably the Part 2 has everything, and hit Save a Copy. It's going to then prompt you with this little prompt here to pick a personal account. If you're not already signed into the personal, you'll sign into it. So you just be mindful of your password, and then you'll confirm where you want to copy it to. And I can't walk through that as well as you because I'm not actually doing this. But if you save to a Microsoft account, this is the one you want to hit on the right here. You're going to select that backup one that we just made and let it do its thing. So that should be it. Hope that's helpful.